And I think, well, speaking about what people want, I think people also concerned about, and I've got it here, the borders.
Sure.
Like one of the other arguments that people make is, oh, but, you know, what does that mean for me? Like now I'm going to be kicked out of the Western Cape, or some people that live in Joburg might think like, oh, well, then I can't go to the Western Cape anymore, or I can't visit my family anymore. Now I've got to, my family's going to get like a different passport or whatever the case may be, which obviously is going to happen. But I've heard you say this before, like you're going to operate like any other country,
Yeah.
anybody's welcome to come legally. That's as simple as that. Those that are in the Western Cape, obviously, get their citizenship, I imagine.
Sure. Yeah, look,
Yeah.
nobody's getting kicked out. We of course, you've got to understand the people who don't want independence, they don't try and make nice arguments. They pick the dirty arguments and they throw it's racist and it's this, and nobody's getting kicked out. Nobody. At the end of the day, it's about the people of the Western Cape, the collective people of the Western Cape, all Western Cape citizens, whoever they are, what color they are, what race they are, what religion they are. We're going to have a referendum of all of the registered voters in the Western Cape, and everybody who is here legally can stay. Those that are here illegally, then obviously we'll have to deal with in a compassionate, legal, and sensible way. And all of us are going to have friends on both sides of the border when the border comes along. And the day, and life will just go on. And again, let's just look at Namibia. Just how does it work with Namibia? How is it going to work any difference with the Western Cape? If you want to go to Etosha, if you want to go to Windhoek, if you want to go to the Fish River Canyon or Ice, you can just go and do it. If you've got friends there, you go and see them. It'll be exactly the same in the Western Cape. We're going to be huge trading partners with each other. We're going to have this shared history, shared languages crossing over the border. We're not going to be sworn enemies. We're actually going to end up. We're probably going to sulk a little bit with each other for the first few years, and then once that's over and done with, we're going to get on and be allies.
And just to answer Gentle Inflatables, who asked, how will it work with the people who have a home in Eastern Cape and Cape Town? I imagine it would be the same if, you have a home now in Cape Town or South Africa, and you have a home in England or USA. It's pretty much the same thing. Boom.
Yeah, look, people can only be registered to vote in one place. So when it comes down to citizenship, you're registered where you're registered, and at that point, so in terms of let's take it for the referendum, and I suspect we're talking about here, you are either going to be a citizen, you're either going to be registered to vote in the Eastern Cape, in which case you don't have a vote in the referendum, or you're registered to vote in the Western Cape, and you do have a vote, but in which case, when it comes to the national elections of the Eastern Cape, you won't have a vote there. It's where you're on the electoral roll.